Hello guys and welcome back to the channel here. And today, yeah, I'm doing the third part to what if Naruto had Isshiki's karma seal. Now, if you probably just saw how I remade what if Naruto had um what if Naruto had the powers of Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Noob. I just changed Noob to Smoke, so because I got the characters mixed up and all that jazz. But I'm actually that story is gonna be changed up a bit, so just go and watch that part. But for now, let's get into this part. And if you have any what if ideas you want me to do on this channel, comment down below, and I may or may not do them. Hopefully, I do, but if it has something to do with My Hero Academia, I'm gonna have to actually watch that show so I can then do the what if, because I haven't at all watched the anime. Like, never. I have never watched the anime. I've seen a couple clips, but I've never watched the anime before. The only animes I really watched were Super, Dragon Ball, like Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Z. I watched Dragon Ball Z a little bit. I know most of the Dragon Ball Z story, like all the more important stuff of it. And I know most of the more important stuff of Super, and a bit of the important stuff of Dragon Ball regular, like just OG Dragon Ball. And yeah, that's really it. Cause I'm not doing no Pokemon what ifs. Like that's a lot. That's a lot. I don't know anything about Pokemon except for there being there's a Phoenix, Charizard, Charmander, Pikachu. Pikachu got an X form. That's all I really know. I'm being honest with you. So, don't expect me to do any Pokemon what ifs. I would have to read the novels, watch the shows, all the shows, watch the movies, all of the many movies, and that's just a lot of time, and I have to do. But let's get to the recap of this part. Well, last part. Now, basically, what happened in the last part was Naruto finally finished up his training with the Uzumaki seals, and he can use basically all the Uzumaki seals. And he tested out one of his stronger Uzumaki levels, which I think the strongest level, I said what the strongest level was in the last part was level 12 or 10. I think I said 10, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was 10 I said, but I'm actually have to, I don't remember. I suddenly remember it was 10th level. Yeah. And one of the 10th level jutsus that I talked about two. One was a jutsu, a 10th level seal that could seal away the opponent's organs into a black hole. And it's very godly. And also Naruto, he could use the strongest chains as well, but he doesn't have mastery over them. And also, he has used another 10th level seal in the last part. I know this is a bit all over the place, but basically in order, Naruto has the strongest form of chains. He could use a 10th level seal, which I don't think is the strongest level. I don't remember, though. I don't know what it was said in the anime, so I'm just saying 10th level right now. But one of the 10th level seals he used was, like I said, a black hole that could absorb the organs of the enemy. He could also use a seal that just absorbs the opponent itself. So, like, black hole for the innards, and just... Well, I'm actually going to make another seal that he could use. So, yeah. Don't worry about that. But he also, after he defeated a couple of Osatsukis, to get strong, and he uses the Karma Seal to its maximum potential. So it basically looks like an Osatsuki, and Isshiki doesn't even want to take over him anymore. He doesn't care anymore. Sometimes Naruto lets Isshiki take over, but usually Naruto's the one in control. So, and Naruto's back on Earth, and he went to the Way Village to see Team 7, which includes Sai, because to replace Naruto, since Naruto can't be on Team 7 because he's not part of the Ninja Village. And none of them recognize him because he's in his karma still state. So you can't see his whisker marks. He's actually used a seal as well that seals away his marks because he knows his whisker marks are the most notable about him. His blonde hair, his blue eyes are pretty notable, but his whisker marks, literally nobody other than him has them. So he uses a seal to seal them away so nobody can see them. Except for a seal master who somehow breaks the seal. So, but there's nobody who can, other than a 9 levels, other than someone who is of the 9th level. So, but yeah, we're gonna get into this part actually. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy this third part of the series, and let's get straight into it. And I really need an intro because it really is kind of boring without one right now. So please, someone make me an intro. Okay, now Naruto, after he saw Team 7 and Sai and thought about killing them, but was told not to by Kurama, he decided that he was going to take over this village. Not in a dictatorship type of way, but like a way of leading it to a new state, a new revolution, a better state than it was in before. And he's planning on treating everybody with kindness, something he didn't have. That's why he doesn't want to rule it like a dictatorship. He doesn't want to seem like what was his name, Gato? He doesn't want to seem horrible. He doesn't want to seem like just a terrible human being at all. Like, he wants to seem like he's somewhat nice, somewhat good. So he doesn't, want to rule it like a dictatorship. But he still wants to rule it. And because he wants to get one step closer to his plan of taking over the entirety of the planet, absorbing it for all of his chakra, and then going around and looking for Kage and probably killing her for betraying the group. So yeah, that's basically his plan right now. But let's not mind about that right now. That's going to happen in the future soon. So yeah. But Naruto, he's thinking about defeating Gato, but he doesn't know where to find Gato. And Kurama's like, well, just ask that team you met with that pretendy. And Naruto's like, oh yeah, you're right. Why didn't I just ask him then? That was pretty stupid of me. And Naruto then goes back to where Team 7 was to see nobody. And he sees this woman and her child getting attacked by these bandits. And one of the bandits is like, ooh, this one is a bit attractive. Maybe we could have a bit fun with her. And the other bandits were like, well, I shall go first, since I'm the stronger one. And the other bandit's like, no fair. And the kid, I forgot his name. I think his name is Tana's grandson. Enuka or something? I don't remember. I really don't remember this guy's name. I haven't made the third part for this in like a week. Like, not a week, a month. So I don't really remember. And I don't make scripts. I gotta start making scripts from now on. So when I make a new What If, I'm probably gonna make a script, so I just don't remember anything. But basically, he goes and kills the bandits. And now it's like, so where did that team that was here go? And the kid, Taz's grandson, is like, they went to the bridge. And now it's like, can you put me in a direction? Since I really don't know where that is. I'm kind of not from here. And Taz's grandson, like, I could tell. But they went that way. Please, defeat that Gato. Kill him if you have to. As long as you save us, please. We'll name the bridge after you. We'll even allow you to rule the village as long as you save us. And save them. I heard they were having a bit of trouble with the ninja they were fighting before. And Naruto's like, bit of trouble, eh? Well, I'm assuming they're only hired. And since they're not strong, there's no point in me fighting them. So I just killed Gato, and the hired guns will leave. And if they're loyal, I'll kill them too. And Naruto then just goes and flies over to the bridge. And we see what happens in canon, but Sai's in the place of Naruto. And Sai, he's doing pretty well against Haku. He could tell where Haku's going to go. He doesn't have the Sharingan, but he could already tell. He knows what's going on. So he knows where Haku's going to go, which place that Haku's gonna just go, like which mirror he's gonna go. I don't know how I mess up my words like this, but and Sai he deliberately misses some of the kunai, so it doesn't look like he's like a freaking god. Like he doesn't look like he's experienced, like super experienced, but he hits a couple of the kunais on Haku. But she always deflects them, and this doesn't irritate Sai. Well, it does irritate him a bit, but he keeps his emotions in check, so it doesn't what's that word? I don't remember what that word is. Visibly irritate him, but it is still technically it's clearly irritating. Well, only I don't know. That's a bit confusing, but it's irritating him. But nobody else can tell it's irritating him because he's not showing on his face. But that's why I say it's not visibly, but it is irritating him. And he just wants to use his full power to just destroy this kid. But he doesn't know if Danzo's going to want to take this kid into the Ruambu or something. He doesn't know what's going to happen. So he doesn't want to use his full power. And plus, he would expose himself to Sasuke, which he would not very much appreciate. Because he wants to still keep on the down low a little bit, so they don't get too completely suspicious of him, because Haku is clearly S rank, and if he were to just defeat Haku like Haku was nothing, that would be a bit suspicious, because he just became a ninja. How is he, able to be that strong? That don't make no sense. So he doesn't want to use his full power, and he knows Sasuke would probably snitch or something, or complain to the Hokage, so he could get Sai to train him or something. So he does not really want that right now, because he thinks that would be very, very annoying. And well, he's spot on. That would probably be pretty pissy to have to deal with. A little brat like Sasuke having to just whining for you to train him. That would probably be very, very annoying. So, but Naruto just sees, Kakashi swapping hands and, getting his ass whooped. But trying to swap hands with, what was his name again? Dang it, I don't know how I forgot his name. His name was opposite. I just don't have good memory. Either my memory is just flooded with other names, or I just don't have good memory. I'm more of a guy who remembers you by your face than by your name. So like when I memorized Zabuza, I could kind of see his name. Like I see his face, I'm like, wait, I think that's a Zabuza, right? Like that's the type of guy. But I'm sorry. Let's just get back to what we're talking about here. Now Naruto's like, I don't want to interfere too much. I don't want them to get even more suspicious of me. So when Zabuza shows up, then, and only then, shall I attack. In Naruto, he is heavily, and I mean heavily, restricting his chakra so that nobody could tell where he's actually just using a seal. He doesn't even have to restrict it. He's just using a seal so that nobody can sense where he is. And he's like, these seals, man, I mean, just whoever thought of seals, I appreciate them. Because without these seals, I would actually have to physically restrict my chakra. And not just like, I just have so much chakra to restrict, it would be near impossible to restrict. And that would just be so straining to restrict all my chakra. It'd probably take all my being to restrict my chakra, which, would not be very good for me. So, no, Naruto really does not want to have to restrict his chakra with his power, because it's going to take a bit of his power to restrict his chakra, and he's going to need that power for a battle, and he doesn't know how strong the opponent's going to be and whenever the opponent's going to show up, so he's going to always want his full power. So he restricts his chakra, but it doesn't restrict his actual destructive power. It just restricts how much of that, how many times he could use that destructive power. That's all it really restricts. So, but then when he gets into a battle and he feels the battle is a bit overwhelming, he then takes off his shields and gets a bit serious. So, yeah. But we're gonna just skip a bit ahead. Haku gets Chidori'd or Raikiri, whatever, to her chest. I don't know what. I think he used Raikiri or something. I don't remember, but he gets the lightning jutsu to his chest. That was meant for Zabuza. And Zabuza is just like, Haku. And since Naruto's not there to give him the talk, and Sai's emotionless, and Sasuke is knocked out, because Sai, when Sasuke got knocked out, Sai was finally able to use his full power, and he beat the crap out of Haku. And, yeah. That's actually got Raikiri or Chidori. I don't know, whatever he used. Just some type of lightning jutsu to the freaking chest. And then I was just like, finally, one's dead. But when is that Gato going to show up? I'm thinking about just killing all four of them. All four of them myself. Well, 5. Yeah, 5, because the Sensei, Zabuza, and the 3 other Genin. So 5. And then Gato shows up, and he's like, "Oh, seems like they're doing my job for you, Zabuza, killing you. You really think I was gonna pay you?" And Zabuza's like, "You're right. I should have never expected someone as scummy as you to pay me." And Naruto's like, "Finally." And he comes down from floating in the sky. And everybody's just like, where is he? I couldn't sense him at all. And Sai is especially a bit scared. He's like, "It's him again. No way. I must report to Zanzo. I have to. I must." And Naruto looks at Sai. He just looks at him scared. And it makes Sai scared, because he could tell Sai has pretty evil intentions. And Naruto himself is pretty evil. He knows he's evil. But Sai, he just doesn't like guys who don't admit to who they are. So, yeah. He knows that Sasuke's probably a bit weird. So Kakashi's, weird as well. And a bunch of other people are just weird and pedophiles. So, he just hates people who don't say who they really are and don't act who they really are. So, because he's act powerful because he gets powerful. So, But he goes to Gato and he's like, "I just want to take over this village by gaining the trust of the people. And, well, to gain their trust, I have to kill you. And if I have to kill you to gain their trust, well, then I would say that's a pretty good deal, don't you say, Gato?" And Gato's like, "And who are you to assume that you could kill me, little brat? I don't know how or where you just came from, but you won't kill me. Man, attack!" And Naruto's like, Naruto uses his 3rd seal. And this seal is actually a fire jutsu. Well, it's not like a fire jutsu, but it's like, it uses the chains. And it holds them down and it drains them of all their chakra until they die. So it's a painful and slow death. And only Uzumaki could use these 10th levels, because it uses so much chakra and it requires special Genkai, like the chains and stuff like that. So, and also it's like, finally, I shall kill you. And they all die from chakra exhaustion, Well, they're on the brink of dying. Well, yeah, they die from chakra exhaustion. And then he squeezes his palms, and then the chain squeezes their bodies until they're like just bloody mess with bits of bones everywhere. And Gato is still alive. Naruto left Gato alive so you can see this bloodbath. And everybody watching is just like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? What the fuck did he just use? That was such an unholy jutsu. What the fuck? And they're just cursing their mouths off, swearing like sailors, man. It's no joke. And they're just scared. They're just like, what if he wants to kill me? What if he wants to kill me? And they just don't want no smoke with Naruto. And Naruto's just like, don't worry, I don't want to kill you guys. I'm not here to kill you. I'm here to kill Gato. And Naruto's like, they were lucky. They should have been grateful that I used such a strong sealing technique on them. And Gato's like, that was a sealing technique? What the fuck? No, it was not. And I was just like, you didn't see the sealing array I put under them? My fast speed. First, I put a sealing array under them. Wait, why am I explaining this to someone as weak as you? You don't need to know my jutsu, my technique. That's not for someone like you to know, weakling. And Josh's like, well, I would appreciate it if you told me. You know, that means there's some semblance of trust we have here. And also like, why would I trust you? You're some weird pervert, some weird pedophile pervert. I don't know you. So why would I trust you? So yeah, shut the fuck up. And I'm not telling you jack shit about my damn technique. So either you go and find and make it your own, like make your own technique, or you go and suck a fat dick. And Kakashi's like, I'm very offended. You did not have to say that. And Naruto's like, oh well, be offended by yourself, weirdo. Now, can I kill this Gato in peace? Or are you gonna still bother me? And Kakashi's like, fine. And Naruto's like, thank you, I appreciate it. I wouldn't want a weakling like you in my way. And Kakashi's like, you better watch it. And Naruto releases a bit of killing intent. I'm just gonna change it to ki, because I'm probably gonna say killing intent a lot. So yeah, he uses some ki, and Kakashi shuts up immediately. Kakashi's like, I haven't felt such killing intent since. I don't actually know. This is something that can't be compared to anything else. It would be. And he just steps out the way. And Naruto is like, thank you, I appreciate it. I appreciate that you shut up. I wouldn't like to hear you run your mouth anymore. Unless you'd like to get your mouth ripped off. Kashi's like, no, I would like to keep my mouth, please. And I was like, that's better. Then shut the fuck up. Now, shall I move on? And he slowly walks to Gato, and Gato's like, I'll give you 1 billion Ryu.
Johnny have any cash?
Sorry for that, guys. And yes, my name is John, but whatever. But I don't even know what I was saying, bro. I just got distracted somehow. But Gato's like, no, I'll give you more. I'll give you all my money. Please just let me live, please. And I was like, I don't want your damned money. I can just make money with fields. I can just forge them. Why would I want your money anyways? You don't understand how easy it is to forge money, don't you? I mean, it's not really that difficult. And plus, where I came from, I think we're pretty loaded on money. I could probably buy an entire country and still be loaded. And God was like, whoa, wait, you don't have to do this, please. And I was just like, I kind of want to do this, you know? So die. And Naruto just walks to him, punches a hole through his chest, and rips his heart out. And Naruto's like, ugh, disgusting. And he uses a one-handed water jutsu and sprays it on his hand to whip to take off the blood. And he throws Gato's heart into the water, and he Sparta kicks Gato. And Naruto's like, finally, that tyrant is gone. You are all free, and I shall rule as your leader. Not as a tyrant, but as a leader. Rightfully should. And sadly, I might have to betray you. But it's fate. I shall be stronger. I shall absorb all this chakra. And I shall make this mission to be the strongest I could possibly. But he thinks that in his mind. And that's actually going to be it for this part. I'll see you guys later. Bye.